This show is not appropriate for you. Okay. Just get there a bit more at first.
Bum 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 ba bum ba. Off constantly.
Good evening and welcome to Off Constantly. I'm your host, Baba. With me as always is Backwater.
I'm here.
And who isn't here?
Samurai.
So you'll notice to our loyal viewers that are out there, this is the second week in a row that Sam hasn't been here. Missed her immensely. Not sure if we're going to be able to continue through the show without this warning.
Warning, if you are listening to the audio version of Off Constantly, do not operate a motor vehicle. The rapid changes of topic combined with the lights of oncoming traffic has been known to cause seizures.
Thank you, Abby. That was amazing. I know I'm going to be more cautious while driving a vehicle and listening to Off Constantly's podcast, which you can find at hashtag Off Constantly, rickytikkytabby.com. .net. Okay. Tonight's subjects are 1938 comic book blunder. I don't know if you heard about this in the news, but David Gonzalez was a Minnesota remodeler. He said the comic book Superman's... Okay. This isn't written very well because I'm confused. David Gonzalez, a Minnesota remodeler, said the comic book Superman's first appearance he found in the walls of a home was worth 10 times what he paid for the house. Okay, I really had to work at that, so thank you for sticking with me. If anybody's left anymore.
Words and sentences are hard.
They are hard. This hooked on phonics thing is working.
We're with you.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
We're supporting.
Much love. Sorry that I hit the microphone there. Gonzalez said he wasn't quite as careful as the... Are you having a seizure?
No, I was punching my own microphone.
Stop. Don't punch your microphone. Not here. There's kids watching. Wasn't quite as careful as with the find as he should have been, accidentally tearing the cover and downgrading the condition. But what's the rest of the story? How did he tear the cover?
Well, my father-in-law told me this story, and when he explained it to me, I never understood how the cover got torn. So I cannot wait for you to read that sentence, if you can do so eloquently.
Let me clarify.
Okay, great.
Okay. After finding a copy of the Action Comics comic book, I just ad-libbed that, while trying to take it...
You mean Action Comics number 27? Is that right?
No, I thought it was 38, I thought.
Maybe it is 38. Maybe it is 38. 27 was...
We could probably have the booth Google that while we're...
Yeah, it'll be on the screen right now, pointing out that you're right and I'm wrong and that I should keep my mouth shut.
Yep, see, right here. See the words they're saying? Bomba's right, Jay's wrong, as usual. Okay, he showed it to his wife. They started fighting about what to do with it.
As husbands and wives do about everything.
Everything, and especially comic books.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, if
my
I had a
X Factor
nickel,
number one, my wife just wants to tear it to shreds.
Your X Factor number one?
Yeah, it's worth like $4 maybe.
$4?
I'm sure I paid $4.25 for it.
You know how much that is? If you took $2 million, which is what the comic book was worth initially, and took away $1,999,996, that's how much it'd be worth.
But it is worth a percentage of what that $2 million is worth.
So that .006. I lost interest.
I don't wanna do it. Yeah.
Okay. They started fighting about what to do with it. While trying to take it away from her husband, she ripped the cover.
The argument being, are we going to sell this or are we going to tack it to the wall or read it or
make
it
$1
into
million.
a paper, throw it in a fire? Like, the argument isn't what... Continue, I'm sorry.
What is the argument? Yeah,
I have no idea.
I don't get what they're arguing about. Obviously, you're going to sell it.
You can have a verbal argument as you put it into a book or, I'm thinking, I'm thinking to keep it pressed and keep it nice. You put it inside a large book. Just for the time being, because they're not going to be able to
I would
bag
take
and
it
board
directly
that
to Christie's, the auction house.
Oh, I thought you were talking about...
Yeah, my...
I'm trying to remember Christie,
not the hot stripper you used to date.
No such thing.
No, but it sounded good. So
That did. Thank you.
her sister Christmas was always nice too. Comic book conditions are graded 1 to 10. 1 tear cost David Gonzalez $1 million. A grade 9 would have been worth $2 million. I heard it sold for 107,000. So it was worth $2 million, sold for 107,000 because a wife tore the cover. I'm not saying go email me all you want. I'm reading the story. It's upi.com. You don't believe me? Go check it out yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't write it. She tore the cover.
That is.
I think it is rather funny that it happened here in Minnesota.
I think it's funny that somebody put hiding comic books in their walls. Like, that's an interesting place to hide your 1938 comics.
Well, maybe in 1938, Superman was like porn, because that's where all my porn is hidden in the walls. So, oh, real quick, shout out to Geraldine Talley, who turned 114 on May 23rd.
Keep it up, Geraldine.
Keep it going, keep it going.
You're an inspiration to all of us
It's your
to
birthday.
live
We're
really
gonna party
long.
like it's your birthday.
What's the gift you give a 114-year-old?
I think that's the bronze.
Bronze. You
bedpan.
bronze them. You literally bronze their
You
whole
literally,
body.
because they won't know.
That's the only
you
way they're going to
dip
make it
them in
through
bronze
another
and
year.
put them in the
Is
corner.
that they are completely encased in bronze.
Yeah, it'd be-
so that they cannot break
Oh,
a hip or
you know
an
what would be
arm.
cool?
What would be? Everything would be cool.
No, like, okay, so you got your 114-year-old, right?
Yes,
And then you're
as
gonna-
I want to have a bunch of them. Yes.
Who doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
But then you build like a wood frame for them to be in, right?
I thought you were voguing there for a second. Okay.
And then you have them go like this. And then you bronze them. And what do you get?
You get
You get Geraldine Talley
old solo.
in carbonite that you can hang on your wall and pretend like you're Jabba in his palace.
That would be good.
Soil Minute! Thank you, Bamba. Welcome to Off Constantly Soil Minute. I am D.W. Bauer, a licensed soil scientist, and I received an email from, I don't know, somebody with some, who was it from, Bamba? What? Not Little Kim, Little Jim? I don't know. Somebody was interested in soil. Big Johnson. He wanted to know what was the gangster sand. And he said I had to tilt my head when I did it. So this is a nod to Big Johnson out there. Okay, probably the coolest sand out there, what would probably classify as gangster sand, is basically what they use for frac sanding, frac sand. And it's sand deposits. There are a lot of them in St. Peter, Minnesota, also Red Wing. It's so perfectly round and perfectly clean. If you looked at it under a microscope, it'd be like a whole bunch of white little golf balls. And it's so beautiful. That is the best sand. St. Peter sandstone is very comparable to it. And it's beautiful stuff. So Big Johnson, Lil Jim, all you guys out there, that's probably the best, most gangster soil that we have. And that's your Soil Minute. And we're back! That was kind of gangsta!
Oh man, damn, it feels good to be a gangsta.
Holla! That gangsta soil.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
Old school.
Okay, I've had enough of that now.
Old school.
Old school. So, next subject is you can huff and you can puff. Think it's about smoking?
I think it's probably about huffing gas.
Or
Because I just tend to think about that all the time. But
Okay.
what is it about?
Okay, well, let's read it, shall we?
Yeah.
The Anoxon family of Vernamo said
That
they
made
woke up
no
Sunday
sense.
morning to discover the elephants, which escaped from a nearby circus, wandering around the yard. The family said they started filming the creatures, and one of the elephants became agitated and rammed into their house. We became very frightened, and we heard the crash in the wall of the house, said Sophia Enochson.
Does this end with a Superman comic flying out of the wall that they destroyed?
Nope, that is the end of the story right there. Reported by the local.se, the escaped circus elephants rams a Swedish home.
Oh, okay, Swedish. That's hence the weird last name and the weird.
I think it's completely normal.
What?
Enoxen vernamal.
Oh, okay.
Of vernamal.
Of Vernamo, okay. Oh,
Enoxen.
The Enoxens of Vermano, oh yeah. Oh, they're really big in the textile industry.
They're very big.
Yes,
in fact, they
very
invented
prominent.
Velcro, and which is odd because the elephants, had they actually had a gate that was using Velcro to latch it, they
Maybe.
probably wouldn't get through it.
Yeah, well, that's probably why they were the benefactors of the zoo, and they said, I was going to try and do a Swedish accent, but it was
Oh,
going to come
please!
out. No.
Please try it! Everyone at home is
It was
begging.
going to be yeah, but what is that?
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not.
I don't even know what that is. That's kind of Minnesotan, actually.
it is
Oh, yeah, sure, you betcha there.
Well, now, were the elephants, is that a story implying that the elephants were mad they were being filmed?
Yeah, going back
Or
to
maybe
the
they just-
beaver story from a couple weeks ago. Remember the beaver got mad, bit the
beaver
guy in
got
the leg,
mad.
and
Yeah, beaver.
it doesn't say that they were. It said they were getting. Yeah, the family
'cause
said
maybe
they
they- I
started
mean, if-
filming the creatures, and one of the elephants became agitated.
Okay, well, so maybe where you think they were shouting, like, you over there, no, we need you to come in a little bit closer so we can get all four of you, or like,
Yeah.
you know.
You know, I mean, they were probably like, okay, here's what I want you to do. I'm going to put a little tiny mouse in front of you, and I want you to get up on the very hind leg. And I want you to do the dainty thing because I want you to pretend like you got a tutu on you. I don't know what accent this is.
It sounds to me like Scarface, and that is way worse than my, oh yeah, stand over there. That's
Not only did the elephant get agitated, and the viewers at home, the person, Mr. Enoxen, that was taking of Vermano, that was taking the picture, said, "I am not used to working in such conditions."
Yeah, well-
and I say it again without spitting next time.
yeah, maybe they were getting the bad side or something like that. And the elephants, and rightly so, were angry.
I can't fault the elephants here.
No,
You can't hear my microphone?
well, I'll talk. I think that maybe what could have happened though is this: the elephants broke in there, right? And they just wanted some peanuts because that's as elephants are wont to do.
Careful.
I said peanuts. And so they went into this backyard, and instead of getting peanuts, they got cameras shoved in their face. And at the zoo, they always have TMZ on. So and they're thinking, all right, these are these clowns from TMZ, and they're going to ask me what I think of J-Lo's divorce. And they didn't want to hear, they don't like that kind of gotcha journalism. So they ended up attacking. And they also probably had been watching When Animals Attack and had seen how many awesome animals had been attacking, like that deer that totally gets on that guy and starts hitting him on the head with his hoofs because he coated himself in deer urine. And maybe those people were coated in elephant urine. I don't know. I don't know what they do in sport. But here's what we are going to do, another soil minute. Is that where we're going?
No.
Dear,
Take it.
here.
They're
No.
getting some batteries.
Okay. Anyway, so these people, this family is in elephant urine. These elephants walk into their backyard thinking, we're at elephant party. And then once elephant party started, they see all these weirdos with cameras in their face. And they're like, elephant party? This ain't no elephant party like we used to have at the zoo. I mean, all these Velcro, they probably had all sorts of mad parties with those Velcro gates at the zoo.
Party like an elephant party.
Because an elephant party, I don't think it stops. And they never forget those elephant parties. You never forget an elephant party.
Nothing?
But why would they hang out in a backyard? If they could just, did they get trapped in the backyard? I know that it would be, like I would go, like, wander around a little bit, unless there was something cool in the backyard, like maybe there was a cool play set or something, like, or maybe there was like a slide that looked like an elephant's trunk that you would slide down, and that's why they came there in the first place. And maybe they weren't mad about getting their pictures taken. They were mad about the fact that they were using one of their brothers as some sort of an amusement device. And if that's the case, they had every right to attack this horrible family. So I think basically to sum things up, we know Swedish people bathe themselves in elephant urine, that elephants have parties that don't stop and that they never forget, and that it is now time for a soil minute. Whoa, that was soilicious.
And after futzing around with my microphone for a few minutes here, thank you, Brad, Caden. Nice job, thank you. We got batteries, we are good. And that's what she said. Army Major sets record for jumping rope.
Well, why wouldn't one?
This could quite possibly be the most exciting subject we ever talked about.
It's a
The
subject.
problem with talking about the subject is initially we had planned on Sam being here, and she was going to make an attempt to beat the world record right here, live on Off Constantly. Obviously, that's not going to happen, so
We'll just assume that she did it at home.
actually we'll edit in later her beating the world record
Yeah.
in post-production, because we're allowed to do that here. And this
Part of the rules.
this topic will actually be moot because she's
Yeah.
going to beat 12,405 jumps in an hour.
There will be somebody on some other show talking about Sam breaking the Army Major's record on our show. But on their show, they will be talking about it.
And Gangster Soil.
Oh,
I
mean,
for
who
those of
isn't
you at
talking
home
about
right
Gangster
now,
Soil?
we had a bonus soil minute tonight.
oh my goodness.
That's like two
This
shows
is now
now that we've had
constantly-
2 soil minutes.
Oh, we had 2?
The last show we had 2 as well.
We did?
Yeah, it was completely by accident. I think same thing happened. Something went wrong. We threw it to a soil minute.
Oh, that's good. That's
So
good
we're
stuff.
running out of soil minutes, Dave. We're gonna have you make some more.
Yeah.
W.
That's the
So
wonderful thing about soil minutes.
let's read about
Okay, I
about
wanna hear this.
Major Letitia Walpole. Is she a relative?
Yeah, she's from the East Coast walls, but we shortened it when we came to Minnesota because we were being chased by the law.
See, I just know, like, whenever we were younger and you were walking around naked, we'd say, "Look at the Walpole," whose feature has been submitted to the Guinness World Records. You didn't get it? Walpole?
I got it. I'm not going to laugh at that. That's smut.
It is. Which is very lowbrow.
Just kidding. Come
I
on.
feel-
I want to hear the story.
This
Come
is
on,
awkward. We're all of a sudden alone. Okay.
like
Submitted to the Guinness World Records for confirmation as a record. Said she jumped 12,405 times consecutively in 60 minutes. The International Security Assistance Force Gymnasium, May 16th, to show Afghan women that they can do anything they set their minds to. Because let's face it, if you're looking to inspire people, nothing inspires them like jumping rope. You don't believe me? Watch Rocky. I dare you. You watch Rocky and you watch that training sequence and the dun 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 dun, and he's like, and then he starts jumping rope. It's over right there. You just want to stand up and say, God bless America, God bless Rocky, and God bless Major Letitia Walpole. Is this possible? How many could you do in 1 minute? Should we try? Absolutely not. I don't want hip surgery, at least not this week.
Yeah. I don't even want like slightly cool surgery. I don't want hip surgery. I don't want happening surgery. I don't want any surgery.
I want hipster surgery.
I want hipster surgery.
But we need to have some
I
hipster
will have
glasses.
awesome hipster glasses permanently infused in my head, and an album from a band you've never heard of grafted to my hand. Her jumping rope thing. Now, first of all, why doesn't the military have a crack squad
Of jump rope?
of jump ropers that just jump rope into battle? But the jump ropes, they're going around so fast because she's jumping. I mean, that thing's got to be like a shield, or it's got awesome cloaking. Have you ever heard of, like, you know how they're making kind of stealth outfits that basically they have little cameras in them, so they like film what's behind you.
Yeah.
Why not make a jump rope like that? So they're whipping around so fast, and it just looks like air. And then
like
she comes
it.
up, she drops her jump rope.
Top?
Gun. This is the military. They can't do that. And then she drops the jump rope, guns blazing, and says, what's her awesome catchphrase?
Said guns. Who?
What?
Oh, her awesome catch?
Yeah, after she drops it,
I'm
Uncle
gonna-
Sam says,
You're jumped.
it's gotta be a good
I'm
one.
gonna
Give me a
jump you.
minute.
No, that's dirty. I like where you're going with this, but now imagine, just for 1 second, everybody at home, sit back in the chair, cross your arms, cross your chest, close your eyes, and just go with me to dreamland for 1 minute here, okay? So imagine a sea. It's not a sea. Let's go with a field. A field of 10,000 infantrymen, okay? And we're going to change their outfits because we can, because we're dreaming right now. Imagine they're wearing ninja costumes, okay? So are you with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Are they Green Army ninja costumes or are they black? Or do they match
Both.
the field? Are they field
Both. The
camo?
first, the first is
I'm gonna
green.
imagine field camo.
Okay, field camel.
Okay.
Okay, so they're but like Vietnam field camel.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
got
not the new desert stuff.
it. Well, yeah, but if it depends on what the field is. If the field is like
See,
a
then you
wheat
couldn't
field,
then you couldn't
I-
see them coming. So no, let's not do camouflage
Oh, wait.
because then you wouldn't be able to see them.
Oh, you need to see them. Okay.
Because that's the
They are now-
intimidating-
they are
Let's
now-
put them in neon yellow.
I was going to say hot pink.
Well,
Let's split the
we
difference.
wanna be tough.
Let's split the difference.
Okay.
Electric blue.
Electric blue. Okay, so they're electric blue, and their jump ropes are neon
Okay.
What color?
I'd like orange. On
orange,
this one.
neon orange, and they're made with the wire, so they do the.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody, you still got your eyes shut and are imagining this, right? So now imagine that sight: 10,000 U.S. soldiers in electric blue fatigues, jump roping with orange jump rope, and all you hear is. I'll tell you what it'd be like. It would be like Leonidas and his 300 fighting the Persians. That's what except it would look like the Persians. It would sound like everyone ate a lot of chili for dinner, but it would look cool.
It would look.
People, there would be no more wars. If they saw that, they would run the other way, hightail it, get out of here.
No.
Speaking of getting out of here,
Is it time to get out of here?
I think so, don't you?
Sure.
I think after that,
I have so much fun.
you
I don't even
like
care.
you like went off for like 27 minutes. After that, you look exhausted.
That elephant story touched me
It
here,
hit me, it touched me. Got me.
here, and over here a little bit of the neck.
How about here?
No, that feels good.
That's the only part that
That's the
does.
only
Where
part.
doesn't it hurt? Okay, so on that note, closing comments.
No, I don't have anything. I'm sorry. I just have nothing.
You will
to say.
notice it's back.
It's good. Feels like home.
It does, and you have nothing to close with.
Well, what do you want me to close with? I still think that maybe we should jump rope.
What? No hablo inglés. He can't hear me again?
That's his.
Oh, that's his closing comment. Que lástima, as we say in Mexico.
Que lástima indeed.
Chad, any closing comments? Caden? I don't have any either. So, thanks for watching if you still are, and if you're not, we don't like you anymore.
Maybe didn't like you ever.
Ever.
You
Off
just
constantly.
pretended.
Bum 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 ba bum ba. Off constantly.
Let's just keep saying little things and talking at the exact same time,
We can do that.
but we got to look at the camera when we do it.
Okay. What else do you think we should say?
I don't know. I
Ma-
think it's over.
It's never
But see,
over.
here's the thing.
In
It's
here,
like this
and
is
in here.
Brad. Let's do this after the credits. So then people that leave during the credits, the
Oh.
like 8 hours of credits that we have, they're gonna miss this good stuff
This is the
right here.
gold.
This is like the extra stuff on the DVD.
Yes. We should do a commentary track for some of these.
We should. On that note, it's over. Go home. Shut it off. Have a good night.
Coming up.
What?
Preview something
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Preview the next show, shall we?
The next show is
We've
going
never
to
done
be,
that
yeah,
before.
that's awesome. The next show is going to be
How
about...
will we know what the next show is about? We don't film it till next week.
Oh, well, maybe we should think of some... Maybe we should think of
What's
some stuff.
popular
Like,
right now?
Off the top of my head, I could think that maybe we should just do a show on the 5 stupidest products of all time.
I
would be
like that
something
idea.
interesting.
That's a great idea. Did that come from a viewer?
It came from my mind's eye.
It came from Mars.
And you know what?
What?
That's all I can think of right now. 'cause
Okay,
I'm
well,
not sure what
you got a little tidbit into what
Yeah.
possibly could be coming.
thinking maybe something about
Of
phobias.
course, breaking news changes everything, so
And Breaking Bad premieres in
breaking
August.
win for that matter. So, all right, have a good night. Thank you.
Good night.